I am starting a stream. We'll see how long this stream holds for. My dad has been kind of in and out over here in Tennessee. So I'm not sure how well this will go today, but I'll give it a try. Otherwise, I'll post some video later. Convection has begun, and I'm on a cell right now east of Memphis, specifically in Summerville, Tennessee. And I don't want to follow it if it's going to go just cross north of the warm front. But if it stays on the warm front, it could become interesting. It's been looking better and better on radar. So I'm just going to stay on this one little cell, see what happens. And if it moves too far north, I'm going to wait for some other storms. There's another one behind it coming this way as well. So today's a day where you just have to find the best cell and get on it and not follow it too far north of the warm front, or north of the warm front at all. So again, I don't know how this stream is going to hold, but I'm driving now, so it always gets worse then. All right. So this storm right now on radar, it's been looking better, but visually it's still elevated, not surface based, but there's definitely a nice precip core. Things are just starting to get going. Just thought I'd start the stream now, see if it holds at all, and see what happens, because now I'm going to have to just be driving and paying attention to radar and paying attention to where the best storm looks to be. At the moment, things are just getting going, so nothing is really interesting yet. But this storm could do something if it were to move a little more east and not too far north. So I'm just going to move east a little bit more to keep up with this cell, see how it matures and develops, see if it decides to ride along the warm front. We're looking at the base of the storm, which is not, it's very elevated, so it's not surface based just yet. And I'm kind of right on that warm front. Well, actually it's 78 where I'm at, so I'm, yeah, just immediately south of the warm front. See the precip core to the left. Don't think there's any hail in there at the moment, just some heavy rain. Again, this storm is just developing, so it needs time to mature. And I have to make sure to keep up with it in case it does become more interesting. And also find my north options, because out here the road networks are not like they are on the plains. Very limited options. Luckily my road right now is going northeast, so that helps, because the direction of the storms is northeast today, unless we get a right mover that moves more east. Turn and see a little more into that precip core. there's a funnel. I wouldn't call that a funnel. The base is very elevated still, so it's more of a lowering, just a lowered area, waiting for that base to get lower, to tap more into the surface. See what happens with this one. And there's, like I said, there are more cells going up to my west, so we'll see which one starts to take over, more interesting. At the moment, this one is still fairly isolated and looks most interesting to me. Over for a second right here. Don't have to drive too much further at the moment. I want to stop for just a minute. Oh, a little bit of mud in there. Hopefully this spot is paved. Again, it's still elevated. That can change quickly. Let's see, on radar, it's not looking great. Wonder if it's moving north of the boundary a little. Let's take a look at where that warm front is. Storms are moving northeast today, unless one starts to turn more right and follow the warm front. At the moment, they're moving northeast, so the problem is if they cross that warm front, they're going to die out and they get in that less stable, or more stable, less unstable air north of the warm front. But if they can get rooted on that boundary, that could become interesting. So I'm waiting to see what this one does. It's kind of not looking as good on this last radar scan, but that can change. If it keeps moving north, it's just going to get too far north. I'm going to have to go for the cells that are a little further south still. See what else develops. I think I'll move a little bit more just to keep up with this in case it does become more interesting. Go through this mud. Oh, that's fun. Bit of lowered area in there now. Trying to tap into the surface. Kind of a bowl-shaped lowering. Still very elevated at the moment. These storms are just getting started, so I don't expect to see anything too developed until within an hour maybe. Nice precip core in there. Looks kind of pretty. At the moment, I'm approaching Whiteville, Tennessee. Still keeping my eye on a couple cells that are south of the warm front, moving northeast, because those cells, since they're still south of the boundary, could also become interesting. If this one moves too far north, I'm not too confident in staying with it. For the moment, you know, it's still good to stay on it. I'm liking these views out here. It's kind of a nice spot to see things. Right here. As long as it's not too muddy. Stop for another second. There's the precip core. Still pretty elevated. Not very organized yet. The storm coming up in the, well, they're all looking about the same on radar at the moment. So I think it's good to just keep up with this, and then if the one just to my west starts to take over, I can just intercept that pretty quickly, as well as the ones that are just to my south. Those are a little bit further east. So I'm just going to keep moving along with this, see what happens. I should wipe those bugs off the windshield while I have a chance. Yep, I'm near Whiteville, Tennessee at the moment. All right. I am on 64. I am actually just west of Whiteville. So I'm watching this cell, which I'm on, and then again, there's a cell just to my west. So kind of staying in between the two, see what happens, and then a couple down further south as well, which could also be good. It's just a skinny rain shaft. It's pretty close to me. If I get any closer, there won't be much to look at the moment because there's not much of a lowered base yet. It's still pretty elevated. Yeah, none of the cells have yet really gotten very big. It's just a skinny little rain shaft, but if you were in it, it'd probably be pretty heavy. It looks cool though. I mean, I have been on storms like this before that just don't look very interesting, and then all of a sudden they tap into the surface and they start to develop nice base and a wall cloud and really get going from there. I think I'll go ahead and move a little closer now. Don't like to let storms get away from me. Bit of scud under the base there. That's always a sign that it might be tapping into the surface. Some scud rising. to my west also looks interesting. Just got to keep a close eye on that on radar. Actually, this one still looks better. It's a little more isolated than the other cells at the moment. Now comes the fun part when I don't have a lot of road options, so I'm gonna have to keep going east a little ways before I can go north if I were to need to get a little more north on this storm. Right now, I think we're pretty good just going east. Boy, that storm to the southeast coming up also looks pretty good. So at the moment, I am under the base. It's still elevated. Just want to get on the other side of this town and then stop and take a look again. And the base is starting to look a little more interesting from my perspective, which I can't really show you at the moment. As soon as I get through town, actually maybe we'll stop right here for a second. just gonna stay here for a second until I have to move. But this is the base, and again, it's still elevated, but it is looking a little better. Nothing else on radar is dominating at the moment, so I'm just gonna keep sticking with this one. So the app that I like to use for radar is Radar Scope. And on Radar Scope, you can see the velocity. And look at the little scud under the base there. I'm on this like dead end back road right here, so I don't expect traffic, but usually when I stop in a place like this, somebody always comes up. All right, got some scud rising under there. Never know, that could be a good sign. The base is starting to lower, and we'll see what happens. It's looking a little more interesting. At my position, I'm feeling weak inflow. Not very strong inflow today. Okay. Gotta keep moving. I like this view, but I gotta keep moving. Although that storm just to my west is actually looking interesting. Let's take a look. Velocity. There we go. Yeah, I mean, this is starting to organize, but that storm to the west is starting to look a little more interesting on radar. See what happens in the next few scans. At least it's easy to intercept storms from the west because they're coming towards you. radar, I'm really starting to like that cell just to my west. Kind of want to wait for it. I think I might turn around and take a look at it. It even appears to possibly have a little couplet on it. I missed my turnoff also to go east if I wanted to keep going east. It'll be interesting to see how these cells interact. That one to my west and little south is looking a little more defined. So I'm gonna go check that one out. I can see this storm that I've been on is ingesting some rain from that other cell. Not that that's always a bad thing, but I like that other one right now. I am kind of curious, so let's check out this cell one more time. Because that other one's going to be easy to catch. It's right behind me. Let's see if I can get another view. The base is looking a little more interesting. It's just off to my left, but we'll have to find a clearing. Do not like being behind semi trucks with mist on wet roads. I can find another good spot for a visual. That field back there was pretty awesome. I could go back there if that other storm comes up. Just want to see this one more time. There's kind of a lowered area under that base now. I barely caught a glimpse of it off to my left. Through the trees, all the trees. We are coming into a zone of thicker trees up here. Still debating. it in a little bit coming up. Well, yeah, I'm on the storms here today in southern Tennessee that could produce tornadoes within the next few hours. We'll see what happens. There are never any guarantees either way. There's a little bit of a field, but I can barely see the base over these trees. That's the challenge with chasing out in this area. Finding a place to be able to see the storm, guys and ladies. It's still not much of a lowered base. I think I might turn around and check out that other storm coming up because we can get back in that field. Just get a much better visual on it. So there it is behind the trees, this northern cell. I'm gonna go back. So hang in there a few minutes. This other storm will be coming up pretty quickly and we'll get a nice view of that one. I'm gonna go back to that field and I think we'll be able to see the next storm coming up, which is looking like it's dominating on radar. So we'll see what that has to offer or what that looks like. It's coming right up this road, so we'll be intercepting it within 10 minutes, I would think. Not too long from now. In the meantime, we got to get past all these trees. That's the exciting part. These cells are still fairly isolated that are going up in southern Tennessee. See how long that can last. No severe warnings yet that are showing up, at least on the cells immediately near me. Again, they're still maturing. They're still in the early stages of development. Not much to look at the moment, but that can change quickly. Especially as we meet up with this next storm. I think this next one is looking more interesting, so check it out. Can't wait to get back to that field where I can see something. Right as that base is approaching. If the stream's not that good right now, just give it a minute. I think it was pretty decent back up in the field up here, so once you get back into the trees here, I don't know how my data is, but I think it was doing okay earlier. So when we get back up there and intercept this cell coming up from the southwest, I think it'll look pretty decent. Almost there. Getting closer to Whiteville again. liking the way that that cell is looking on radar. Definitely liking it. All right, gonna intercept it pretty soon. We're not seeing it yet because I'm still moving. We're actually facing at the moment west. Oh, here we go. Now we're seeing it. Seeing that base just over the hill. There it is. There it is. Currently, I'm in Whiteville, Tennessee. There's the next storm in the line. Here's that nice field we were in, but still a little bit west. I'm going to go west, take a look. I don't want to go too far west. We'll let it catch up to me. But I want to get a little view here. Vehicle didn't look so good. When I just passed, all the windows and the whole side was just busted out. All right, here we go. Almost there. Got to get over the hill. Not the best view, but better than it was back there. Ooh, here's a north road option. No, that's east. Wait, oh, that's a different, okay. Interesting than that last storm. Still not. Just gonna stop right here where we've got a little bit of a view. Look at that, it's kind of a pretty view. There we go. Right over this little pond. Well, that's a nice lowered basin there. Definitely more interesting. I think I'm gonna go back to that road to go north in a minute. I know the trees are kind of in the way there, but you know what? don't have a lot of options here. Okay, so I'm just west of Whiteville at the moment. This storm is moving northeast. Got the same problem I had before where I can't go north until I get east because there aren't road options, even side roads, very many roads. So I have got to get east and then we're gonna have to go north after I get east a little way and catch back up to it. Gonna give it another couple minutes here while we have a visual, because I just don't like to leave it when I can see it, but I also don't want it to get too far ahead of me. Someone asked if it's circulating. You know, if it is, it's very slow rotation. I can't really tell visually at the moment. Sometimes you can see that rotation better when you watch the video later and you speed it up. And at the moment on radar, it looks, you know, it's not really a couplet on it at the moment, but it looks like it is getting a little bit of a hook on there and maybe very slight rotation, but it's just kind of weak too. It seems like a weakly rotating area. It's a nice base though, and I do see a little, as I watch it, I do see a little weak rotation like I was mentioning under the mezzo, just under the base there, and that's why it's getting kind of that look to it that's almost striated looking. It does look interesting. I'm gonna hate to have to leave it. I wish I could get darker. Look, there's a lightning bolt. I am feeling weak inflow right here where I'm at. Just don't think the environment's very prime yet for things to get going, but this is interesting. So now I gotta move to keep up with it. All right, let's go. Okay, I can't just turn left. I have to go up ahead and turn left. I wonder how long that will be. Oh, good, I can turn here. Perfect. Boy, I don't really want to leave it just yet. I'll off to the side one more time while we have a view, because it looks kind of good right now as far as a wall cloud developing in there. Nice CGs, lightning strikes. Yeah, at the moment I'm not seeing rotation right there in this area. Ooh, that was a nice bolt. Okay, I'm still in Whiteville at the moment. I'm gonna continue east on 100 up here, and that's when we're gonna get into the trees. But I'm gonna have to keep moving. Can watch it for a little bit longer. These must be other chasers behind me because they're all stopped in the shoulder watching it as well, unless there's spotters in the area. I'm just not seeing anything rotating it, but definitely a nice wall cloud there. Inflow's picking up a little. Okay, look at that area. Definitely need to get east. All right, it's time to move. Can't see behind those trees anyway. That looks nice. Don't miss 100. Get through town and then going east. See if we can get another view. It's looking kind of cool. Okay. Maybe we should stop one more time. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm going to stop one more time because we have a field. But then, oh, I got to keep up with it. But I do like this view here. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Check this out. One more view before we get into the trees. I just got to, because you know what? Just don't know how many options we're gonna have to get a view. So one view, although it's looking a little more elongated at the moment. A minute ago, it looked a little more interesting. It's a little less organized, but still better than it was. Okay. It's a little more like a shelf cloud at this point. A little more linear. But these storms are still just getting organized. Nope, no funnel yet. Definitely a wall cloud back in there. I haven't seen much rotation. The winds feel pretty weak right now, so the inflow winds are just... Let's get a little different angle here for a second. Okay. Wait, what's happening? Okay. almost time to move. I probably should have moved already, but like I said, I don't know how many options we're going to get a view of this. Okay. Let's go find some trees. Hopefully another clearing. Not gonna miss 100. Here it is, 100 East. Here are the trees. Been quite impressed with the view that I've had the opportunity to have to this point. Hopefully we'll get some more views. At least we're heading east right along with this storm. And radar, nothing else out there that looks interesting at the moment. This is still the most interesting cell in this area. So we'll keep on it, see what happens. Definitely had a nice wall cloud in there. Perhaps some weak rotation at one point, but still just pretty weak. Temperature here is 75, so that's pretty good. This person, I think, I'm gonna have to pass. Let's put my sport mode on. doesn't get too bad back here. I'm in a RAV4 hybrid, all-wheel drive. Has a nice little sport mode so I can accelerate as needed to pass as needed. But I'm not going crazy fast right now. I don't need to. We're right on this storm. We just can't see it because of the trees. I'm immediately to the south of the base of this storm. Liking it on radar. Definitely the most interesting thing around, and it merged with that other storm, so that cell I was on earlier. Okay, so looks like my stream is cutting out a little. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, later in the season, I currently have better equipment at home, but it just came in, so we'll be getting that set up for the next chase. But right now I'm in the backwoods here in Tennessee, so I don't know how long it's gonna keep going until I get to a bigger city again, perhaps. But yeah, I'll keep on this storm for sure and keep you posted later if my stream cuts out. Looks like a nice little valley up here of some thicker trees, which should be exciting. Okay, here's that little view for a moment. Ooh, look, a little field. Okay, not much to really stop and look at. It's just still like it looked before. I want to keep east. Gotta keep moving east to get. Oh, it does. I mean, it looks kind of cool. I wish I could show you just for a second, but barely catching glimpses of it as I pass by these rare fields. Okay, let's stop for 1 second really quickly. There's nobody behind me. Nope, too many trees here. It's okay because I'm not seeing, I mean, it does of interest at the moment as far as like a funnel cloud or anything like that. So we gotta keep up with it and see how it looks when we get a little closer. Well, you know, I'm still connected, I guess, but I'm sure it's not very good, so hang in there. See if it gets a better signal up here. After I'm done catching up to the storm, we can stop for a minute, perhaps get a better signal. Going through the thickest part of the trees right now. Oh, I want to get there. it's kind of dropping the signal right now. I'm in the thick valley of trees. Once I get past this, hopefully things will get a little better. I'm also going a little bit fast, so when I do that, it sometimes gets more pixelated. But I'm almost caught up to the storm here. I'm hoping when I get out of this valley, we'll be able to see more. Here, but I still can't see past the trees, so I'm right on this storm. Just can't see it. I can't stop right now because we can't see it, and I want to get a little bit more east of it because I'm just immediately south of it, but I'm right on it. So good position, just have to get out of the trees. I like the road I'm on because it's following the storm quite nicely. It's on the same path. Just hang in there. This is the part of chasing, that's a little frustrating. It's the navigation, getting to a good point where you can see that storm again. Unless, of course, you're out in the plains where you can see it most of the time. Ooh, this is looking promising. A little more open. Okay. Hopefully we'll get a view soon. Okay, we'll stop there for a second, guys. The Dollar General store. There's no one coming. I see. Just for a second to get a look. But then we'll keep moving to find a better spot. So I'm just on the storm. All right. Get a quick look at it. Gotta ignore the dumpster right in front of me. Don't have many options again. Let's see.
That's the only one right now in the area that's severe warned here in where I'm at in southern Tennessee. Trust me, I'm on the storm, but there's too many trees to stop and look at it. Oh, look at, now we got hills. Hills and trees. There's a severe warned storm that I'm on currently. And I am near well, this is fun. Look at these. Yeah, so I'm probably like totally pixelated and you can't hear me, but I got a lot of hills right now. Yes, I need a drone. Have the drone just follow my vehicle from above and we can watch the storm from that drone. This is some thick tree cover up. So I can barely see little glimpses of the storm through the trees as I go over these hills, hoping to get to a better area in about 10-15 minutes, in case anybody can hear me. Boy, I just wish there was one place I could see something, anything.
field, I can see a little bit, but not enough. All right. Stop on their property, but I'm gonna do it like just for a second here so you can get a look if we've got a signal at all. Gonna see if we can pull off right here for a minute. No, actually up here we can. There's too many hills still. Okay. Behind the trees. Turning around. One more opportunity to see this. Right here. Just for a second, take a look so these people don't get mad at me for being in their driveway for just a second. Right here, right there is the wall cloud. I can see the shelf cloud further to my east. Not very organized, but it's still looking decent. Best view we're gonna get for a little while, but I think when we get to Henderson soon, we'll be able to see something. Oops. Get a better view. We're gonna keep going. Okay. Okay. getting a little footage while I can, then got to keep going east.